Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it be...
Welcome to the Voice of the West 23rd Annual Elocution Contest for the Cayo District High School students. Please stand for our prayer and national anthem, which will be performed by Eden SDA High School Choir. Dear Lord, we give thanks to you for filling us with your courage and strength. Guide our words so that they may bring inspiration and understanding to those who hear us. Help us to convey the excitement we feel for the subject we are speaking about and to engage our audience with sincerity and empathy. Bless us with your grace and help us do our best in this moment. Amen.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Camille, and I'm the current president of the Rotary Club of San Ignacio. And it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to this special occasion, our 23rd annual Voice of the West competition that takes ordinary high schoolers out of their shells and into their speech personas. For the past 23 years, the contest has brought together the brightest and most eloquent voices from our high schools, and today, our club proudly continues that tradition. Elocution is not just about speaking. It's about expressing thoughts, sharing ideas, and inspiring others through the power of words. Over the years, we have witnessed countless students step onto this stage, each bringing their own unique perspective and exceptional talent. And today is no different. We are here to celebrate the art of speech and to appreciate the effort and passion that each participant has put into this preparation. To our contestants, this stage is your platform to shine, to share your ideas, and to engage your audience. You've worked hard to get here, and today is about showcasing your voice and your dedication. Remember, the true success lies not in the result, but in the courage to speak your truth. To the parents and teachers, your hard work and dedication to help these students have not gone unnoticed. Today, as you see them here giving their all, be proud of their growth and yourselves for the push and encouragement that you issued. All these students are here because you encouraged them to take this challenge and to believe in themselves. A special thank you to our esteemed judges who dedicated their time and expertise to this event. Your insights and feedback are invaluable to all of us. I would also like to extend my gratitude to all the organizers, our members, and of course our sponsors, Universal Hardware and TNC, all who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes for this event to occur. Your long hours have led us here today. So without further ado, let us celebrate 23 years of eloquence, passion, and inspiration. Let the voices of the future be heard today. Welcome, and let the contest begin.
Good evening. I am Ruth Gutierrez, head of the panel of judges for Voice of the West 23rd Elocution Contest, carried out under the auspices of the Rotary Club of San Ignacio and the Rotary Club of Belmopan. As a former Rotarian and a past coordinator of this yearly event, I am aware that over the years, it has touched the lives of many high school students. Ultimately, the most important takeaway from this Rotary project is to nurture talent, develop character, and the best of the human spirit, as it is defined by ethics, humanity, and a sense of duty. While I have prominently served in the Cayo District in healthcare services as a registered pharmacist, holding a Bachelor of Pharmacy degree from the University of Belize, I'm also an aficionado of literary art. Therefore, it gives me great joy and honor to be part of this competition. The panel of judges is composed of 3 members. Allow me to introduce the second member, Ileana Moreno. Ms. Moreno is a counselor at the San Ignacio Santa Elena Town Council, who has been in charge of the San Ignacio Santa Elena House of Culture. She has adjudicated in both primary school and high school competitions for cultural programs. She is a professional singer for the renowned band Hade, also known as Jade, and works at the Rubadub Soap Company. Our third member is Constance Hyde. Ms. Hyde holds a master's degree in education obtained from Bridgewater State University, Boston. Her primary focus has been children with special needs. She has been a teacher and vice principal for 21 years at the Mount Carmel Primary School in Benque del Carmen, plus has 12 years as a special education officer and is presently teaching in the Faculty of Education at Galen University, Cayo District. The Rotary Clubs extend a warm thank you to this panel for volunteering our time and expertise to work with this team for this event. I now continue by giving an overview of the judging criteria. I will be referring to the students who participate as contestants. Each contestant will be judged on their performance using the same scoring process for each category. The 3 categories are original poetry, published poems and excerpts, and persuasive speech. The contestants will be judged on a scale scoring from 1 to 5 points on each of these criteria: originality, effectiveness, eye contact, articulation and gestures, facial expression, content, and inflection. There will be a designated timekeeper who will be utilizing a lighting system to guide the contestants during their 4-minute presentations. The time apparatus has 3 lights. A green light to indicate the start of the presentation, then lasts for 3 minutes. Then the yellow light is switched on to indicate that the time remaining is 1 minute. When the red light is switched on, it is to indicate that they have used their 4 minutes, so their presentations should be completed. Each judge will score separately for each contestant. Then those scores are handed over to a team of tabulators to calculate the final score for each contestant. The lowest possible score can be 7 points. The highest possible score can be 35 points. The contestants with the highest scores in each category will place first, second, and third. The winners will all receive cash prizes. First place winners will receive $300. Second place winners will receive $200, and third place winners will receive $100. In addition, all three first place winners will also be awarded a trophy for their high schools. Rotarians will safely deliver the prizes to the winning contestants at their respective high schools the week after the airing on TNC on Thursday, 27th March at 7 p.m.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Gutierrez. And now we present our first category, original poetry.
My name is Andrea Garcia. I'm a student of MCHS, and I will be reciting a poem that is titled An Ode to Ali. So it goes like this. When I was at my darkest, it was you who appeared to console me. Whenever I was crying or trembling, it was you who dried my tears and told me that everything will be okay. When I was confused, it was you who brought answer to my doubts. I know I am not perfect, such as a broken glass trying to hold water. Our bonds knows no exact number. Our fates were intertwined, even in God's plan. The world could be falling apart, but all that matters is our friendship. With you, I am bright and true. With you, I am neat and see through. In the darkness of my thoughts, my demons scream. I cried out, but no one heard me. When I was sinking into the murky waters, then you appeared from the darkness, like a ray of hope for a lost vessel. Though there's a sea of years between us, you have guided me in your unwavering wisdom. And then I saw you. And when I was flying like a lost soul seeking refuge, I stopped near water, watching it flow like words in the air, as clear as crystals. Then I dip my hand into the water, feeling like it's a breathing heart, gently pulsating in my hand. And between the waves of the water, you appeared. You whispered softly in my ears, "Are you okay?" I hid my hands frozen with fear because I didn't know you were there. And then I told you. And yet I lied to you. You knew the truth in my eyes. And I knew right there and then, it is you, that particular person that supports me. It is you, that particular person that was always for me. When I was alone, when I was crying, when I was trembling, you were the only one that hugged me and told me that everything was okay. And you support me always. I told you my insecurity like the pages of my diary, innocent, exposed, and free. I smile and we laugh like old times. And I didn't know you were there, and then I realized it. It was you, and it is you, that person that supports me, that person that loves me, that person that was always there for me. I really don't have words to express how much I care for you, I love for you. And all I want to say is that thanks for existing, thanks to our God for made you, and my lovely Ali.
I am Ariane Rodriguez, and I am a second former at Mopan Technical High School. I will be reciting my original poem entitled Echoes of a Broken Heart. I am lost in a tangled world, yet to be known. My heart aches from all this misery. Everyone and everything who has ever hurt me. Everything I had once forgotten seems to suddenly re-emerge. haunting memories linger, memories to regret. I remember every scene replaying in my mind as I revisit each episode. I fight for them to be ignored. Regrettably, it's beyond the deadline. A sea of thoughts has already filled my mind. One by one, each tear a different anecdote. Droplets sprint down my cheek, bringing back all the hurt and all the pain. Everything has crashed down all over again. Love, pain, and sorrow, all over again. All because I heard your name. It's all blowing up in flames. Just when I thought I was okay, when I could finally make it through my day. What can I do? What can I do to forget these past wounds? I've tried every remedy, but I just can't find a solution. Maybe I'm just not capable of letting it go. Every chapter, a different disillusion. How can I embrace the future when all of these memories are holding me back? Time heals all wounds, they say. However, mine, they feel brand new every day. Perhaps I don't have the strength to let it all go. Thank you.
My name is Renee Gutierrez. I'm a fourth form student at San Ignacio High School, and today I will be reciting my original poem, titled A Daughter Who Carried It All. You may think being the firstborn is perfect, but being the firstborn is not what you expect. I am a firstborn daughter who carried it all with high expectations that cannot fall. Life is sweet and sour for me being the firstborn. I describe it like roses with thorns, being the example for my siblings so they can't see the pain that I feel inside. I need to be strong. I can't be weak. I need to be confident and promising in every word that I speak. You think it's easy being the daughter who carried it all? To my siblings, I'm a leader who stands tall. Sometimes I feel broken, sometimes I feel small, or like my feelings and emotions are backed up against this wall. That is me, the daughter who carried it all. I am the daughter who carried it all. The one who experienced all the trauma and the fights. I need to be successful and do what is right. Being the eldest makes me feel like my feelings are least important of them all. But that is me, the daughter who carried it all. I am the daughter who carried it all, crying in silence with all this pain inside of me, wiping my tears, overcoming my fears, reminding myself that I'm the bravest of them all, because that is the mentality of a daughter who carries it all. Crying in silence with all this pain inside of me, wiping my tears, overcoming my fears, reminding myself that I am the bravest of them all, because that is the mentality of a daughter who carries it all. Be perfect with no mistake, having battle scars ready to break. Being the oldest is within sadness and heartache. You're beautiful, bold, once again to stand tall. That is a daughter who carries it all. Smiling on the outside, hurting in the inside. smiling on the outside, hurting in the inside, always wanting more out of me. Why do they pretend to always see happiness inside of me when in reality, I feel broken and unspoken, like I need to be rough, but sometimes it's tough. That is how I feel being the oldest one. To all the oldest daughters, I feel you're not alone. I feel your pain, your challenges, and brawl, because this is the life of a daughter who carries it all. Thank you.
My name is Jedediah Martinez. I'm a fourth form student at Eden SDA High School, and today I'll be presenting my poem entitled, Ida Just a Kid. Ida just a kid. Before I even born, I had depth. No hair, no color, in a proper heartbeat, and people don't had me labeled as the bottom of somebody's foot, some kind of cleat. Not old enough to drive, not old enough to stay home by myself, not even old enough to get a side job, but old enough to make you look pa my collar, check my pocket, watch if I had a gal or boy, and then tell me I don't deserve proper education, I don't deserve shelter, and need food. Look pa my skin, then one skin up your face I could see some kind of garbage bin. You feel because I get blessed to leave more melanin, I lesser than you? I'm not 50 or 32. Try think and understand. I'm just a kid, hardly 16, and this is how you decide to treat me? You don't wonder how that make I feel? You think that fool me some kind of glee? No, man. Try for me. You'd think it's up the color. But no, this society never ceases to amaze me. After you watch me and tell me things about my skin, you are tell me I can't because I'm a girl, make I learn to cook for my man, and learn for craft in my hand because I born to raise picnic and take care of husband. You wanna know how that make I feel? I'm just a kid. I don't choose this. I don't beg to be black or be a girl. But anyways, don't like if I had a choice, I'd change anything. Watch the rich get richer and the poor get poorer and nobody say anything. If this never affect opportunity, I never may care. Wanna make my ma and my pa work from 7 to 5 to pay for education I quote unquote not deserve, then want treat me bad and tamper my grade because A, I black, B, I a girl, C, I poor. Well, poor in your eyes. Once again, you no stop and think how that make I feel. Try understand, please. I'm just a kid. Thank you.
My name is Jalen Hamilton. I am an 11th grade humanities student at Belize Christian Academy, and I will be performing an original poem entitled The Song of Her. She rises with the dawn's first light, a tapestry woven in colors bold, from every land, every story untold. Her beauty, a rhythm both ancient and bright. Her skin, like the earth, both tender and wise, sings the songs of the stars and the skies. From oceans deep to mountains high, her spirit soars, unbroken, alive. She walks in silence, yet the world can hear the quiet strength that conquers fear. Her voice, whether whispered or clear, is the anthem of hope, the prayer of the year. She's the mother, the daughter, the sister, the friend, a cycle of love that will never end. I love that one. In the laughter of children and the hands that mend, her beauty is boundless beyond time spent. She may be soft with a heart full of grace, or fierce with a fire that none can erase. Each face a poem, each soul a trace of 1,000 lifetimes of love's embrace. She's the rhythm in a dancer's feet, the melody that makes life complete, the dreams in the night, the sunlight's heat. She's the promise of hope that the world will meet. She is the sun, the moon, the rain, the joy, the sorrow, the loss, the gain. Her beauty will live forever, will break every chain, for she is forever, unceasing, untamed.
My name is Giselle Rosado, and I will be presenting an original poem called Must Be the Best. Do you know how long it takes a candle to burn out? Don't answer that. Maybe how much air can be filled in a balloon before it pops? Okay, don't answer that either. How many thoughts can our brain take until we eventually break? Or how long can we be anchors in a classroom until we're consumed? Is it all really worth it, you ask yourself? To be lost in the numbers, the grades, the strain, shoving down every single pain, so others may look at you with some type of gain and think, whoa, she's got it all together. Achievement after achievement, no faults, no flaws, no scars, only the huge burden of more and must. Every tear erased before it creates a pot, because if a pot was made, it would overshadow the perfection drawn by your mother's blade. What really is the truth, you ask yourself? Your mind now bare, weighed down by the constant glare of your mother's face. Show no sign of weakness, because you must be the best. Pass every test, because you must be the best. Never settle for less, because you must be the best. Must be the best, must be the best, must be the best, must be the best. Repeat it over and over until you get it in your head. Go numb. You have to make your feelings dead. Mother says she doesn't mean it. She didn't mean to choke you when you lost. She didn't mean to squeeze your face so tight. She only did it because she believes you can do better. She knows you can do better. You take her abuse in exchange for validation. You take her light words for heavy hittings. Somehow those words only last a minute until her next attack. Whether it hits your weight, your face, your brain, something's always wrong. And mother's so truthful. If only she hadn't slapped the trust out of you years ago. What once inspired now feels oppressive. Mother no longer smiles at the piles of prizes because it's not filled with surprises. Mother doesn't care, and you can't bear to see her indifference. So you do more, and you must be the best, must be the best, must be the best, must be the best, must be the best. You withstand every test, deny any rest, trying to achieve what you know you're nothing without. You never allow mother to doubt. Mother shows no support. She wants you to beg for it. She needs you to crave for it. She needs it to be your holy water. You wonder if she sees her reflection in your face. Maybe it's in your eyes. Maybe it's in your lies. Maybe that's why she thinks you're such a disgrace. Others receive love regardless of the competitions won, regardless of the things they've done. But mother rewards you with love as if it's a thing only the elite are given, as if the passing grades somehow compensate for the passing days, the day she isn't there, the day she isn't fair. She whispers, second is the biggest loser. And again, you must be the best, must be the best, must be the best, must be the best, must be the best. Obviously, you can't do it, so you surrender, you quit. But mother notices. She notices when you fail. She notices the mass start to diminish. She knows your glory days are finished. Mother's sparkling dreams lay in dust. No longer do you carry the perfume of knowledge. Yet, you must be the best, must be the best, must be the best. You have to be the best. You know you can be the best. Can you be the best? Can you no longer repeat? Are you running out of breath? Is it finally time to accept defeat? You're no longer needed, Giselle. You haven't succeeded, Giselle. Thank you.
A pleasant good evening. My name is Shadesha Garcia, and I'm a proud Fort Farm student at Belmopan Baptist High School. Today, I'll be singing an original poem entitled The Way I Feel. I'm the girl they see as an easy target, but little do they know I carry the weight of their troubles, their pains, their fears. They open up to me over and over again. I smile and nod, listening with care, bearing their burdens as they confide in me. And while I'm glad to be someone they trust, sometimes I feel like I must. They say I'm always happy, but never one day stop to ask about my tears. Do they see them? No. As tears trace rivers down my cheeks, I can't help but wonder, why is it so hard for people to understand my emotions? Is it because I've learned to carry the world's weight, yet no one offers to carry mine. I wish someone could see me, truly see me. Not just the mask I wear. They say life is great, but yet other street life right here. Seeing no meaning, no light. They think nothing to feel but emptiness. Suicide on the left, despair on the right. Loved ones left behind, shattered by sorrows and fright. Sometimes I wonder, is life just pain? Or is there beauty in this storm? Will I forever be the one who listens, yet remains unheard? Perhaps in my silence, there is strength. The kind that bends, but doesn't break. And maybe, just maybe, someone will hear my unspoken words and remind me that I'm not alone. Until then, I carry on, not just for them, but for me. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Maya Funes, and I am representing Belmopan Comprehensive School, and I am doing an original piece called Rise Above. Rise Above. The excitement of a child anticipating adulthood is indescribable. A world full of wonders and adventures in reality, uncharted waters. The welcome to a new world carved into age wood beckons. Eager to create your own vibrant hues, you realize most colors already exist. Then the pathway starts to crumble beneath your feet, leaving you with fragments to rebuild. No manual and no guidance. But that's the journey of finding your own path. Then giant rocks tumble down one by one, each bearing the weight of the problems you will face. And the consequences of your decisions haunt you, and paranoia becomes your unwanted friend. But the sun will always be there waiting after the rain. Then the bell of a new beginning will ring, and your potential will blossom, revealing a unique beauty that sets you apart, mixing the hues, a swirling blend of joy, triumph, love, resilience. These pieces, they form, they mend, and they complete you. And the words, "I'm not enough," won't ever be heard again. You will find your path. You will bear wings of passion. You will no longer feel small. You will look at those giant rocks and consider them monuments of all the obstacles you will overcome. Your endless nights will receive a standing ovation. You will face everything head on, for fear is dead. You will reach new heights, and unbreakable determination will be achieved. An intoxicating desire for success will break and make you into your best self. There are no limits to what you can accomplish. There's a whole world to be discovered, mysteries and wonders to be uncovered, childhood desires to be fulfilled. And as you stand upon that peak so grand, you'll find that strength you always knew, a boundless, vibrant, fearless you.
Hi everyone, I am Viviane Makin from Belmopan Comprehensive School. I will be presenting an original poem that I will wrote. It is named Secrets. So I shall start. Secrets. A silent storm where many secrets ride, widest shadow that clings to all our days. A silent storm behind a painted screen. A purpose born in shadow and in light. Must there be secrets? Can't we have a world of truth? Can't the world bond with secrets be undone, like a whispered promise broken? Secrets bloom in silence. Where secrets bloom, truth hides. Make a heavy heart. Soul-crushing pain, a torment of the mind, a silent yell, a frozen face. Keep it to yourself, perhaps it keeps you safe. A secret shared, a trust sold out, longing to share the weight of what we despise the most. Secrets buried so deep, even I'm in the dark. It hurts to look others in the eyes knowing what we hide. The secrets to uncover, to bear a truth that bleeds or a joy that sinks. Tears flowing down faces, hands shaking, memories flickers. The word unsaid, the guilt, the sadness, hiding something so brutal. It ruins the love we've cherished the most. But can we recapture the joy we knew as kids? Barefoot grace, kid smile, grace. Sunlit glee, wild and free, a world of pure happiness and outgrow the need for secret and grip of fear, and live solely in truth. Perhaps its existence is a necessary evil to safeguard ourselves from a cruel world. Perhaps we are the one deceiving ourselves to dream of a world embraced by peace. But ours goes like secrets, haunts every chance of peace, praying for release from despair that burdens our heavy heart, and crave a world where happiness never fades. Pray a world where happiness never fades. And to roam free as birds beneath the sky. But everything we desire could not come into reality because where secrets bloom, truths decay, delusion vines strangles life away. And sometimes we struggle to cope with this world where darkness was bound to be and to never exist again. But we wish that this day that secrets were to leave and never come back. Young kids, beautiful eyes, animals, pretty flowers, yet so innocent, yet not to see, yet so lost, yet unrecognizable. But please, secrets, if you hear this, please stay away and never to exist again, to bond and never to come back again. Okay, miss.
Hi, my name is Brianna Garcia. I'm from Belmopan Methodist High School, and I am under my original poem category, and I'm gonna begin. The voice of nature, the home of buzzing bees and beautiful vast trees in the forest. From the blossoming flowers to its beautiful trees in the vast forest. The roar of the jaguar in the silence of the wilderness. Soon tiny teardrops will be falling upon the earth, nourishing all the plants and flowers. All the plants and flowers. All the plants and flowers. The earth laughs in flowers, while the seas laugh in its abundant waters. Oh, how I love the voice of nature, the roar of the jaguar in the silence of the wilderness. Soon tiny teardrops of water will be falling upon the earth, nourishing all the plants and flowers. Nature around us is a beautiful place, and the orange sunset telling us it is the end of the day. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emmy, and I go to QSI International School of Belize. When you hold an ice cube, it's cold. Duh. You might hold it in the palm of your hand. The feeling is refreshing. The sharp coolness of it jolts you back to this world. It'll give you a sense of clarity. But if you hold it for too long, it starts to burn. How can something so cold be so fiery? Like little knives. But if you stick around for long enough, if you wait it out, the pain will subside. And in its place, your hands will become numb. Like the ice has given up telling you that your hands are too cold. Like there's no point in trying to warn you anymore. So it just numbs over like TV static. There are no more channels left to play. But despite your best efforts, no matter what you do, you can't stop the ice from melting. Melting, melting, melting. Seeping through your fingers, dripping like cold tears. Fleeting, fleeting like a paper in the wind. fleeting like the morning dew, fleeting like a night's lost dream. One by one, the droplets fall and pool at your feet until you're left standing alone, holding nothing. Except now, your hands are colder, and your shoes are soggy, and your mind is craving the coolness, the numbness, the ice. When are you going to let your hands feel warmth again? When are you going to accept that anything will feel warm compared to freezing? More ice will not help you. For a while, it might feel like it. The numbness, short-lived, that feeling, one that you'll always be chasing. Forever, you will seek it. And forever, you will seek it. And you will pick up more ice and hold each cube, letting it melt and picking up another one until your hands get frostbite, until your skin turns black and blue, until your fingers fall off. Will it ever be enough for you? The short feeling of exhilaration when you hold an ice cube?
My name's Emma Shi, and I'm from QSI International School of Belize. I'll be reading the poem Echoes of Tomorrow. The sun shined through the curtain, forming a flash of gold across the room. With the heart attack caused by the alarm, a sign of a brand new day like usual. The morning air is fresh and bright with a sense of warmth and coziness in my heart. The world stirs awaken, and so is every hardworking man. Those familiar faces I pass by every day, the ride which I wish lasts a little longer. When everyone seems to be working in a factory, the world seems to go slower. Always have wished time goes fast, oh, to grow up and chase my dreams. Days and days repeats itself, nothing ever seems to change. Shadow creeps as it gets closer, a feeling of birthday blues I can't name. How can I make the years slow down? How can I make my parents stay forever? Time flows like a river, it flows forward and never goes back. I count each day like fallen leaves, drifting, swirling, sprinting away. Candles on my cake flickers, but my questions are still unanswered. I wish, oh how I wish, I could freeze this moment and hold it closer. Clocks don't wait, neither does the people and things around me. I became a part of the wind, started tracing the shadows of my dreams. Mountains collapse, yet it builds itself up the next day. I let go of the knot that bothers me, then learn to cherish everything. I find peace in the little things that brings me joy. I find comfort in the stars above me, that even in darkness there is light. I tried, and I tried, but that strange feeling has no feet. The fear I have in my heart, with the different life stage people go through, fear of death, am I supposed to worry about it?
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned?
Need power tools? Need solutions? Universal Hardware has got you covered. Top-tier tools, household appliances, and much more. Come check out our Makita power tools, from drills to concrete and masonry and accessories. For the perfect way to beat the heat, we have the most energy efficient and reliable units from Sankey, designed for both residential and commercial spaces. Ride with style with our top quality Lifan motorcycles, scooters, street cruiser bikes, and trail bikes. Power through your yard work, fast and hassle-free, with Shindaiwa gardening tools, precise, durable, and efficient. Visit our Universal Hardware store in Belize City on Chetumal Street and on Center Road in Spanish Lookout. Power tools, motorcycles, supplies, and beyond, all made affordable. Universal Hardware, your tools, your solutions, your way.
Get ready for an entertainment experience unlike any other with a national channel. We offer live event coverage from anywhere in Belize, whether it's action, sports, podcasts, documentaries, and exclusive interviews. We bring the excitement directly to your screens with cutting-edge video production and superior quality, social media tailored content. TNC 10, the national channel, is your entertainment station.
It starts with a smile and a shared sense of purpose among people who enjoy connecting for a cause, to solve problems and address community needs. That's what we do at Rotary. We're people of action, a network of 1.4 million neighbours, friends and leaders who bring our skills, ideas and expertise to take on challenges here and around the globe. From protecting the environment, to supporting our neighbours, to investing in the next generation of problem solvers. Our members share a passion for making the world better and creating lasting change at home and around the world. Bring your passion and purpose and take action with us. Learn more at rotary.org/action.
Literacy Without Borders, which is the literacy organization that kind of started our work in Belize. The success has been in the partnership with the Rotary clubs and Literacy Without Borders guiding the literacy, but it has been the support and encouragement and direction from Belize and from the champions in Belize on the literacy. And that is the teachers, that is the ministry, that is some of the consultants that we've worked with, none of which could be done without the support of the local Belize Rotary Club.
We provided books, classroom libraries to all these schools. We also did training with the teachers. And we know that literacy is a very important skill. It's a foundation of all learning. So if our students are not able to read and write, that's going to provide a challenge as they go through the school.
I would say that it is a very easy fit for Rotary and Salvation Army to come together. We really depend on the support of Rotary for our feeding program. Because, you know, we serve breakfast and lunch for needy children who are here. We want to make sure they are nourished so they can concentrate on their schoolwork.
By having the classroom libraries, which was at the level of the students, they were able to read. And a lot of the students were very, very motivated.
We have seen them, their academic level has risen, their level of motivation has increased. They are so much more into books and they want to explore what books has to offer. And you see them light up when they are reading a book. I get an opportunity every so often to take them into my office and read a book for me. And they take books home as well and they return them. So I really see them having that love, that desire to want to know more, to want to read and to want to explore.
So it's been a tremendously successful relationship over the years and continues to be going forward between Alberta and Belize.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned?
Congratulations to all students. And now our second category is published poems or excerpts.
My name is Xavier Abrahams. I am a student enrolled at Belize Christian Academy. I am currently in the science program. I am also in the 11th grade. I will be performing a poem titled Death of a Slave by Martin Carter. The cane field is green, dark green, green with a life of its own. The heart of a slave is red, deep red, red with a life of its own. Day passes like a long whip over the back of a slave. Day is a burning whip biting the neck of a slave. But the sun falls down like an old man beyond the dim line of the river, and white birds come flying, flapping at the wind. White birds like dreams come seamlessly down. Night comes from deep river like a thief. Night comes from deep forest in a boat of silence. Dark is the shroud of night over the river, over the forest. The slave staggers and falls. His face is on the earth. His drum is silent. Silent like night, hollow like boat, between the tides of sorrow and the dark floor and the cold, dark earth. Time plants the seeds of sorrow. Thank you.
My name is Claire Stort. I am representing Cayo Christian Academy. I will be saying a poem by Greg Tongue entitled Never Give In. Sometimes in life, the road becomes slippery and you tumble and fall. Don't lose heart, just get up, forget it all. When you think you've had enough and can't take anymore, don't think like that. Thoughts like that should be ignored. If you're dangling off the edge of a cliff, hold that rope, call for help, because someone will pull you back up. There's always hope. When you've lost your way in the darkness of the night, keep on walking because the sun will rise and guide you with its light. You go every which way in a cave, and it seems like an impossible puzzle. Keep going, you'll find your way out, for there's always a light at the end of a tunnel. Nothing can shatter the dreams of your past. This is the reason that makes your journey last. When you try to achieve your dreams, you will have to suffer and strive, but do everything it takes to get there, hang in there, and you will survive. The reward you earn will pay off for the efforts you have sacrificed, and you will feel the joy and the glory rush into you, and it will feel really nice. Never give up, never back down. If you prevail, you'll be the one to wear the crown. Don't let anything get in your way. It's all about how you do it and your style of play. So never give up on your dreams, no matter how hard they may seem.
My name is Ria Goitier and I'm a fourth form student at Belmopan Methodist High School. If, by Rudyard Kipling, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you but make allowances for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies or being hated, don't give way to hate, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you spoke, twisted by knives to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, stoop, and build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word of your losses. If you can serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can walk with kings and keep your virtue, or walk in crowds nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you. If all men count with you, but none too much. But none too much. If you can fill the 60 seconds If you can fill the empty minute with 60 seconds of distance run, yours is the earth and everything in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Thank you.
My name is Ashley Ashkal. I am a second form attending Belmopan High School. The poem I'm going to recite is called When Whispered Death is a Cruel Call. When death is lurking near the bed and beckons one on verge of death, whose years were spent in toil divine and senescence has weakened the frame. Who dare prevents the Maker's call to righteous souls to embrace him? God sets a time that's best for all, ones made by his infinite love. The man of God has served him well. Should we leave it to providence or buy more time pleading to God? Or buy more time pleading to God? Or is it wise to allow God to do things his way and time? In pain and anguish he spends hours. God, show your mercy on his soul. But why block the plans that God has made? The potter's pot has filled to brim. Do not regret to leave this earth of sorrow, pain, and grief. If you have served your God quite well, accept his holy will, his way. What's use of living some more years when whispered death its cruel call? The second, the Maker's mind, unfathomed stays his wisdom yet. God takes souls as best as he can, because he is your priest and righteous man.
My name is Sheja McLaren. I'm a fourth form student at Eden SDA High School, and today I'll be presenting a published poem entitled Dear Black Woman by Abano CE. Dear Black woman, do you know you are astonishing? I envy your strength. I salute your courage. I commend your confidence, and I am in awe of your beauty. Skin of chocolate, heart of gold, hair spun from the finest of thread, a statement of pride. A woman of elegance and class, mother of Africa and voice of the nation. There is power in your variety and strength in your voice. You speak your mind, but it is seen as having an attitude. Your independence is seen as being unapproachable, and your refusal to settle for anything less than you deserve is seen as unappreciative. You are not an angry woman, but one with something to say. Dear Black woman, you may face scrutiny for your complexion, your curves, and your kinky hair, but heed not the critics. Remember that they yearn for your swag and rhythm. They want your complexion and your curves, but your beauty cannot be imitated. Dear Black Woman by Abano CE. Thank you.
Okay, so my name is Yvette Dugal. I am a fourth form student at San Ignacio's High School, and today I will be presenting a poem on mental health because it really resonates with me. Okay, so my poem is entitled Breaking the Silence. We walk among the shadows, each of us with stories untold, a pain that lingers, quiet but loud, a hidden pain growing bold. We wear the mask that no one sees, hiding tears, pretending ease. But deep inside, the storm brews strong, a silent battle all along. But it's time to rise, to break the chain, to share the truth, to speak the pain, because deep inside we have what is right. For in our battles we share the light. No more hiding, no more shame. The world won't play that vast game. It's time we speak of what's inside, to share the tears we've long denied. Oh, this is scary for true. I'm sorry. Okay, It's time to fight for mental health. I'm scared of the camera, I'm sorry. It's time we stand and fight for mental health, to speak the truth, to share the pain. A hand extended, a heart that cares, a promise to listen, a hope that dares. No more hiding, no more shame, no more hiding, no more shame. We have to be brave. We can't be hiding in the shadows. It's time to let go of the shame. So, and then. Wait, let me just start that part over. So let's take a step, start the change, end the stigma, rearrange the way we feel, the way we see, for healing comes when we make it real. A call to action, loud and clear. It's time to heal, it's time to care, to speak for every voice, for every fear, to show the world that we are here.
My name is Carol Ayala. I am proudly representing the school Belmopan Technical High School. Today, I will be reciting a published poem entitled The Innocent Child by Olawale. As I walk and ruminate over life in the city state, where birds crawl with wings, a fish hopped in the water, a voice ran into my ear, so sweet and bitter, so lovely and sorrowful. It's a song of sorrow from a tender voice. I look left and right. My eyes sight a young and vulnerable and innocent child. I walk like a wind and kneel before him. Under the tree, he sat in search for hope and manna. Like sons of Israel, he whispered to my ear, "Who will see my tears and cuddle me with hope?" I am lonely and starved. I am naked and thirsty. I have no name and home. I have chosen the wrong world. Thank you.
All right, wonderful to all students so far. And our final category is persuasive speech.
My name is Anastasia Smith. I am from Belmopan Methodist High School. I am in the persuasive speech category of speaking on a very important topic, the importance of mental health awareness. My persuasive speech is entitled, A Generation at Risk, the Urgent Need for Mental Health Support. Have you ever wondered why we talk openly about physical health but hesitate when it comes to our mental health? The truth is, mental health is just as important as physical health. Yet, it's often misunderstood and shrouded in stigma. In Belize, many still view individuals with mental health struggles as crazy, perpetrating harmful stereotypes that prevent people from seeking the help they need. This silence is not just isolating, but it's also dangerous. It's time we break these stereotypes, raise awareness, and create a society where mental health is treated with the same care and compassion as physical health. The World Health Organization defines mental health as a state of well-being in which individuals realize their potential, cope with the normal stresses of life, work productively, and contribute to their community. It affects how we think, how we feel, how we act, how we handle stress, but most importantly, how we make decisions. Globally, the statistics from the World Health Organization are staggering. Over 280 million people suffer from depression, while anxiety disorders affect another 264 million. Suicide claims over 700,000 lives each year. These are not just numbers. These are real lives, real families struggling in silence, and Belize is not exempt. The Ministry of Health estimates that 1 in 4 Belizeans will experience a mental health condition in their lifetime. The suicide rate is 5.3 per 100,000 people. And among young people, it is even higher. Yet, there is only 1 psychiatrist per 100,000 people. This crisis demands urgent attention. I am 13 years old. I know these struggles firsthand. Anxiety is not just something I have read about, it's something I live with. Every day, my mind filled with fears, doubts, and overwhelming thoughts. The racing heart, the constant overthinking. It's exhausting. For a long time, I stayed silent. But now I know, I am not alone. Many world leaders and prominent figures have faced similar battles. Former Prime Minister Winston Churchill, he struggled with depression, calling it his black dog. Prince Harry has also opened up about his experiences with mental illness concerning the passing of his mother. As you can see, many world leaders have spoken openly about their experiences. But what about Belize? What about our leaders? Have they spoken up about this? No, and this has discouraged many from seeking the help they need. We must address mental health head on. We must acknowledge that these conditions are real and that they affect countless people in Belize and beyond. Suicide rates are rising, and every life lost is a preventable tragedy. Studies from the National Library of Medicine have shown that early intervention and open conversations can reduce suicide rates by up to 40%. Think of the dreams unfulfilled, the talents locked away because someone was too afraid to seek help. This is not just a personal loss. It is a societal tragedy. We must break the silence. We must challenge the stigma. We must invest in mental health resources. This is not about funding. It's about empathy. It's about education and changing our perception on mental illness. We need awareness campaigns. We need school programs and safe spaces where people feel supported, not judged. So today I ask you,
hello, my name is Jenna Kokul and I am from Belmopan Methodist High School. And this is my essay/story about service above self. Imagine living in a world where people are minding their own business and only care about themselves and their own needs. Thankfully, this is not true for everyone because we meet many good Samaritans in our daily lives. My parents, for example, are missionaries who left their home, family, and comfort to come to Belmopan and join our kids and youth ministry. They have put service above self as their daily lifestyle. This means they have put the needs of others over their... They have put the needs of others and their needs come after. This means their selflessness, being our role models, and also finding personal growth and fulfillment in their tasks are the qualities that I admire the most. Throughout my years with my parents, I have seen selflessness shown. Even though we're not family by blood, They have adopted my sister and I into their homes, lives, and hearts. They have made sure we don't feel unloved or feel left out because they include us in all of their daily activities. They took us to the hospital when we were sick and made sure we felt safe and loved no matter the day of time or night. They made it very clear to us that our well-being was their top priority. Even if it was 12 a.m. and they were visiting family or working, they would drop everything to come home and check on us, making sure we never felt unsafe or unloved. My parents have allowed me to see the concept of family in a whole new light. They teach me as I grow to help and love the least of these. I see them showcasing service above self with their daily lifestyle and the lessons they teach. They have become my role models. I believe that my parents are perfect for me and my sister. They saw the reason that they had been placed in our lives and followed the call to service. We needed love, acceptance, advice, and assurance for our salvation. They shaped us into who we are today. My parents have seen God's grace and work in our daily lives. It encourages them to keep seeking God and learn more about Him each and every day. It fills their hearts to see us grow in our personal walk with God. I have learned that family does not need to be blood related or have the same relatives, but it can be from a spiritual aspect as well. I have learned to serve God and help others in need of love or physical needs by offering a listening ear or sharing the message of Christ. One of my greatest achievements in my life was earning the title of Best Female Camp Crew in my parents' youth ministries camp. This accomplishment brought me joy and also deepened my faith. I have learned that the storms that I face in life can be testimonies for others and even draw others closer to Christ. Through all these experiences, I have grown and achieved many things in my spiritual and physical life as well. In conclusion, we know that service above self requires many things, but I believe that the most important thing is having a willingness to serve others, selfless love, and compassion. Remember, it is not just about an act of giving, but of selfless love, being a positive role model, and also finding growth and fulfillment in our task. Lastly, I call on everyone to join the fight of making this world a better place to live in. This is what service above self is all about.
My name is Zulisa Arzu. I am from Our Lady of Guadalupe High School. My speech is about the impact of social media on youths. Social media is an important part of a teenager's life. Around 93% of teenagers worldwide have an account on platforms like Instagram or TikTok. We use social media to interact with friends, share pictures, watch videos, and learn new things. It is a great way to connect with people. Although social media has a positive side, it can have some negative effects. While the media helps us stay informed and entertained, it can also lead to cyberbullying, addiction, and low self-esteem. There are many good things about social media. One of the biggest benefits is that it helps us stay connected. If a friend moves to another city, we can still communicate with them through messages, calls, or even posts. Many years ago, staying in touch was harder, but now social media makes it easier. Social media is also a great place to learn. Many students use YouTube, TikTok, or other platforms to watch educational videos or to research. If someone is struggling with math, they can watch a tutorial online. Some people also learn skills like cooking or playing an instrument just by watching videos on social media. Another positive effect is that social media helps spread awareness about important issues around the world. Many people use it to talk about mental health, climate change, and equality. If something is important, we usually hear about it first on social media. Social media has benefits, but it also has its negative effects. One major issue is cyberbullying. People may spread rumors or make fun of others, which might lead to anxiety, depression, or worse. Social media can also lower self-esteem. Many influencers post edited images that can make people feel insecure about their appearance or lifestyle. Lastly, it can be addictive. It can affect a person's focus, disrupt sleep, and lead to anxiety. The key to using social media is to use it in a smart and healthy way. We need to take breaks from social media, avoid comparing ourselves to others, and be careful about the information we share online. It's also important to think before we comment or send messages so we don't accidentally hurt someone else. In conclusion, social media is a powerful tool that has both a negative and positive impact on youths. It connects us with friends, helps us learn, and spreads awareness about important issues. We should be smart using social media, avoid negative content, and focus on the positive side. If we use social media in a healthy way, it can be a great part of our lives instead of something that harms us. Thank you.
A few months ago, I told myself I will never amount to anything. I felt like I was drowning, struggling to keep up with school, with friends, and with overwhelming weight of expectations. I barely slept. My grades weren't bad, but they were an example of my failures. I let everyone I love down. I let myself down. And then, in an instant, everything collapsed. No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, you deserve to be heard. You deserve to be understood. My name is Abigail Cabral. I'm from San Ignacio High School, and this is not just a speech. This is a reality for thousands of Belizeans, including myself. Look around you for a moment. Imagine there are 100 people in this room right now. What if I were to tell you that those people, 2 out of those 3 people will die? From what? From suicide, something that continues to increase in our country. According to statistics from metrotrends.net, suicide rates have increased in Belize from 2017. We can sit here and we can talk about it. Or we can stand here right now and we can make action. So that the people who are struggling, who are feeling hurt, can have someone and they don't have to feel like they're going into the deepest pit of hell. We can be their hope. If you are struggling, please know you are loved, you will be missed, and you are not alone. So, what's stopping people from speaking up? Stigma. Merriam-Webster defines stigma as the negative and unfair belief of a person or something. Let me ask you, what would our community look like if we chose to understand instead of judge? Why should breaking stigma be an abstract concept? One thing we can all agree on as Belizeans is that we thrive on connection. From rice and beans every Sunday to dancing punta at almost every event, our community is built on love and unity. So, why don't we extend that love to mental health? Why do we tell people to be strong and but then make them feel weak for asking for help? For so long, I thought being strong meant facing everything alone. But what I've learned is that true strength is knowing when to ask for help. True strength is opening up and knowing your limits. True strength is taking care of yourself. But even when we do reach out to people, what are we offering them? If only 4% of the national health budget here in Belize is towards mental health, we are failing most of the people here in our country. This is not just a health issue. This is a societal issue. Have you ever thought about the difference it would make to so many people in rural areas if they had access to mental health facilities? Now, I leave you with one final question. How can you say that mental health matters when we don't even provide the bare minimum that people deserve? I am challenging you today to speak out, to spread awareness, to make an impact. Everything I have spoken about today, I have lived. If I hadn't been afraid of judgment, if I had a place to turn to, this maybe things would have been different for me. But every day, I choose not to dwell. I choose instead to look towards the future, a future where we don't have to suffer in silence, where mental health is our priority. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Adriana Segura. I'm a second form student at Eden Nestle High School. Today, I'll be doing a persuasive speech entitled A Teen's Perspective. A teen's perspective. Imagine this. A teenager sits alone in their room, feeling overwhelmed, anxious, and hopeless. They finally gather the courage to tell their parents how they feel, only to be met with, "It's just a phase," or "You need to toughen up." This is the reality for many of us, and it needs to change. Today, I want to talk about something that affects many of us, but is often overlooked: mental health specifically. I want to address how some parents don't take their children's mental health seriously and why this needs to change. But when we try to according to the World Health Organization, 1 in 7 adolescents aged 10 to 19 experiences a mental disorder. Yet, some of them do not receive the help they need. But when we try to express our emotions, some parents dismiss them as just teenage mood swings or being dramatic. They tell us to be happy or stop overreacting. But mental health is just as important as physical health. Imagine if a teenager had a broken leg and their parents told them to just walk it off. That would be ridiculous, right? So why do we treat mental struggles so differently? So why is it that we treat mental struggles so differently? We need to change the mindset that mental health is a sign of weakness. It is not, it is real, and it matters just as much as physical health. To my parents, I urge you to listen, truly listen. When your child says they are struggling, do not dismiss them. Support them, and if they need professional help, encourage them to seek it. To my fellow teenagers, your feelings are valid. You are not alone, and it is okay to ask for help. If your parents don't understand, find someone who does: a teacher, a counselor, a friend. Mental health is just as important as physical health. We should all take mental health more seriously. Let's break the stigma, start conversations, and create a world where no teenager feels unheard. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kayleen Woolers, and I'm from Sacred Heart College. Mental health is seen as a figment of imagination which forms a sense of self-doubt, allowing one to believe it's all in their heads. So, a question for many is mental health a monster and a nightmare, or is it a devastating truth? The topic of mental health is becoming more and more prevalent. Thus, raising awareness about mental health is key to strengthen support systems, reduce stigma, and to prevent self-harm. To commence, when it comes to mental illnesses, they come at different strengths and in different forms: depression, anxiety, eating disorders, and several more. But the dire question is, what can we do to help? Small actions such as being there for the affected, acting as a comfort person, can do so much. This creates a safe space for the individual without the worry of receiving judgment. This also may create a sense of normality, which may even allow family members to step up and to connect with one another. Imagine having a close friend or a family member suffering in silence, feeling invisible. Would you simply stand by and let that happen? Having a support system may allow the individual to feel capable of overcoming these challenges. We cannot let the ill believe that the world is an apathetic place. Consequently, the affected person coming forward shouldn't be exiled or feel exiled from society. The media pushes away all these cases in hopes to keep the rest of us protected, but aren't we only hurting ourselves in the process? What is the world so afraid of? It is important that we recognize the inner conflicts of the affected and allow them to feel seen. Reducing stigma requires education towards the topic. Accurate information on mental conditions should be provided in schools so that it isn't seen as a myth. This gives all ages an idea of the signs, the types of illnesses, and helps them be able to identify it in those around them and possibly in themselves. Gaining education towards this topic may even eliminate stereotypes, allowing everyone emotional recognition. This allows young minds to begin comprehending that we are truly different in not only appearance, but also mentality. Letting our communities suffer in isolation and silence shouldn't be a form of protection. Furthermore, imagine self-remedies. They aren't all improvements. A shattered mind may result in impulsive thoughts, decisions, and actions. Many may find a remedy in self-harm, claiming that it's a distraction. This ranges from the sitting of wrist to starving oneself, again, claiming that it's a distraction. Many people may find a remedy in suicide as well, but that isn't something great. Many people may lose the war, again, to suicide. But as the saying goes, if a tree falls in the woods and there's no one there to hear it, does it still make a sound? A study from our World in Data confirms that we lost roughly about 100,000 smiling faces. Imagine, 100,000 smiling faces. These lives are left to be asphyxiated by their emotions and let a lonely feeling drive them to a horrific death. These lives were left to suffer alone because society has led us to believe that the only well-being that matters is our physical. So, all in all, this generation has proven that we are truly only focusing on our physical persona. We cannot let the world believe that that's the only thing that matters. That's it. Thank you very much.
My name is Noah Gamas and I am from Sacred Heart College. Picture this, you wake up and before you even get out of bed, your hand instinctively reaches for your phone. Sound familiar? I'd be lying if I said it wasn't relatable. We scroll through endless feeds, double tapping a few photos, or maybe even comparing our morning to someone else's status or notes. Let's be honest, social media isn't just part of our lives, it is our lives. But are we really seeing the hidden danger it poses to our society and our generation? Social media is quietly affecting our mental health, self-esteem, and even our ability to focus. And the scariest part of all this, we don't even realize it ourselves. Let's start off with the impact on mental health. Social media is heavily linked with anxiety and depression amongst teenagers. But many of us might deny it. I'm fine, it doesn't affect me. But deep down, we know this is not always the case. We're constantly comparing ourselves to others. Do we ever stop to think about the struggles behind every person's life? Their perfect photos that we call, edited videos, highlight reels, we all judge, but we never really consider what these persons are going through. These unrealistic expectations make us feel like we're not good enough. And the sad truth is, the more we scroll, the worse we feel about ourselves. Because for so many of us, we are fixed on trying to live these ideal and perfect lives that we see on the internet across these platforms. But it doesn't stop there. Beyond its impact on mental health, social media subtly distorts our self-perception, perpetuating unrealistic ideas of physical perfection. Filters, photo editing apps, and influencers showing off these so-called perfect bodies can make anyone feel insecure. This is leading to a rise in body dysmorphia and eating disorder amongst teenagers. Why must we stop eating? Why must we hurt ourselves to try and be like these people online? We're chasing a standard that doesn't even exist. And through all of this, in the process of this, we lose sight of who we truly are, the person we are meant to be, because we are so fixed on trying to be like everybody else. Consequently, we know social media is designed to be addictive. And let's be honest with ourselves. We've all had that moment in our lives where we felt like we just couldn't put down our phones. Every little notification sound we hear, whether it's a like, comment, or message, it sends a little hit of dopamine, the same chemical our brain releases when we eat our favorite food or win a game. So we react. Over time, this grows and it becomes a drug in our body, craving more. It makes it so hard to focus on schoolwork and enjoy real life moments because we're trying to do everything like we see online. Our attention spans are shrinking and we're getting more distracted than ever before. I'm not saying social media is the pinnacle of evil. There's so many bright sides to social media. But the problem isn't about how we use it, how much we use it, but about how we use it. Think about it. I could be here right now standing and tell you throw away your phone and delete your accounts, but I love my phone too and I wouldn't do that. So what I'm trying to say is there's so much out to do in this beautiful world. The best part of life happens offline, so it's good to unplug once in a while and not depend on the opinions of other people online. Be yourself, be you who you are, and don't let social media control your life. Let's take back our time, our mental health, and our focus, for we are our own people and we shouldn't let other people decide who we are. Thank you.
My name is Rahini Talreja. I'm a first farmer from Mount Carmel High School, and today I'll be giving a speech on serving to change lives. I'm sure many of you have heard the phrase, a small act of kindness can change someone's lives. But have you ever asked yourself, how can something so small create such a drastic change? Or why is service even that important? Well, we live in a world where many struggle. Families can barely make ends meet. Children drop out of school because they lack the resources. And many can't even afford proper health care. Why must we just watch? What can we do to help them? One word, serving. Serving is the action of helping or doing something for someone. Has anyone ever encouraged you or given you something when you needed it? It may have been something so small, but didn't it make stuff much easier for you? Now, can you imagine a world where nobody would help out? If everybody was so selfish and mean and never did anything for you? What could have happened? Well, we probably wouldn't have experienced the warmth of kindness and probably have grown up just to be as selfish and mean. Would you want to live in a world like that? I wouldn't. The comforting truth is that service helps everyone. It is related to making the world a better place for others and for us. Moreover, it has a domino effect. Domino effect, commonly known as a chain reaction, is where one event triggers a series of related events. Servitude is contagious, and it can inspire so many to do the same. An extraordinary example of servitude is from Miss Cleopatra White, Belizean nurse, social worker, and even a community leader. She didn't just wait for somebody to improve Belize. Instead, she stepped up. Her efforts helped develop great ideas such as nurse training programs, village councils, and even hurricane relief systems. Not only did she help out our community, but she made long-term change in Belize. She shows us that service isn't just about giving, it's about making the world a better place for generations to come. Another noteworthy example is from late Right Honorable George Price, the father of our nation. He didn't only fight for independence, he fought for you and me. He always placed other needs before himself, and because of his selfless servitude, Belize was granted its independence. He shows us that true leadership isn't just about telling others what to do, it's about serving them. As you can see, even this Rotary Club, whose motto is servitude above selves, inspires so many to do servitude. Servitude also brings great benefits, both to the doer and the receiver. As we slowly become more selfless and make sacrifices for others, we can inspire so many to do the same. The poor who Miss Cleopatra White took care of, not only healed, but also got a second chance of life. Or the people who aided late Right Honorable George Price in the Revolution didn't just get better paying jobs. Instead, they got to fight for a better country. Service doesn't have to be big. It can be volunteering at clubs. It can be helping to tutor or teach. You can even take time to appreciate the people who help out in your community. So I call you to action. Be the foundation of something today that can be great tomorrow. And as the Rotary International President Shekhar Mehta once said, caring for and serving others is the best way to live because it changes not only other lives, but also our own. Thank you.
I am Vinette Lorraine, representing Mopan Technical High School. Today, I want to bring to your attention a really important issue. Let's be real. How many of us check social media before getting out of bed this morning? We've all done it. It's become second nature. But here's a question we need to ask. Are we using social media, or is social media using us? Think about it. Social media is designed to be addictive. Do you want to be an addict? It's built to keep us scrolling, checking for likes, comments, and chasing validation. But what do we really gain from this? Let me tell you. Procrastination, falling behind in school, wasting time that can be used to do something meaningful. Like when you get home from work and you go make tea. Where does your kids go? You're watching the news. What are your kids doing? How many times do you need to call them to come eat or bathe? Where do you go looking for them? In the backyard or in the room on their phones? Have they finished their homework yet? Did they tell you they have homework? Wait, in fact, did they even remember they have homework? But you want to know what they did remember? To charge their phone. This is addiction and loss of productivity. This is proven by the National Center of Biotechnology Information from the United States. Reports that up to 95% of teens use social media, and a third are glued to it almost constantly. And it's not just teens. Kids are starting from ages 8 to 9. With these numbers skyrocketing daily, we need to ask ourselves, what is it really doing to us? For instance, Cherry May, a high school senior from the Caribbean, dreamed of a bright future. One night, she sent a private note to her boyfriend, trusting him completely. After a terrible breakup, he leaked it online. Within hours, it was spread, screenshotted, reshared, and mocked, ruining her reputation and her college chances. No apology or account deletion could undo that damage. This is a clear example of reputation damage and future consequences. One mistake, and her life changed forever. Social media never forgets, and neither does the online world. Some may say social media is just a tool. Yes, but so is fire, useful when controlled, but dangerous when left unchecked. These platforms are built with algorithms to keep us scrolling, and what do? We keep scrolling. Others may say, parents should just learn how to monitor their kids better. Parents can set rules, but let's be real. They can't watch your kids 24/7 when an app is designed to be more addictive than a casino. Putting all that blame on the parents isn't the solution. Here's the thing. Social media isn't just entertainment. It's shaping the way we see ourselves, the choices we make, and the futures we build. But at the end of the day, we have a choice. We don't have to let it control us. So reclaim your time, put the phone down even for a moment, because your value is worth more than likes and followers and posts. It's found in the real you, the one beyond the screen. Enough watching life through a screen, it's time to live it. Because when that screen goes dark and the noise fades, what's left? A life that was watched, or a life that was truly lived? Like social media normalizes cheating, abuse, and behaviors like drug dealing by making it seem glamorous. These behaviors are being portrayed as trends simply because it seems like the new normal on social media. Are we really willing to implement this in our daily lifestyles? Like, where is our humanity for not stopping little Gabrielle from Stella Maris? Yet, we all have his last moments on our phones. And where are we watching this on? Social media. Thank you.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned?
Yeah. Yeah. Need power tools? Need solutions? Universal Hardware has got you covered. Top-tier tools, household appliances, and much more. Come check out our Makita power tools, from drills to concrete and masonry and accessories. For the perfect way to beat the heat, we have the most energy efficient and reliable units from Sankey, designed for both residential and commercial spaces. Ride with style with our top quality Li-Fan motorcycles, scooters, street cruiser bikes, and trail bikes. Power through your yard work fast and hassle-free with Shindaiwa gardening tools, precise, durable, and efficient. Visit our Universal Hardware store in Belize City on Chetumal Street and on Center Road in Spanish Lookout. Power tools, motorcycles, supplies, and beyond, all made affordable. Universal Hardware, your tools, your solutions, your way.
Oh, hey guys, what am I watching? I'm watching Next Gen TV. What is Next Gen TV, you might ask? Next Gen TV is my go-to for finding a new obsession to keep me on the edge of my seat, to cheer on my favorite team, or maintain my binge-watching streak. With Next Gen TV, I no longer need to worry about finding the perfect watch. Get exclusive originals, live sports, live channels, your favorite movies, series, and more. Next Gen TV, the ultimate way to watch TV.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned?
Good evening once again. I would like to reintroduce the panel of judges. On my right, I have Ileana Moreno. On my left, Constance Hyde, and the head judge, myself, Ruth Gutierrez. We would like to announce here the winners for the Voice of the West 23rd Elocution Contest. In the category of original poems, third place goes to Jediah Martinez, Fort Farm student, Eden Seventh-day Adventist High School, and winner of $100. Second place, Shadesha Garcia, Fourth Farm, Belmopan Baptist High School, cash prize $200. And first place goes to Ariane Rodriguez, Second Farm, Mopan Technical High School, with a cash award of $300. In the category of published poems and excerpts, third place goes to Caroli Ayala, Second Farm, Mopan Technical High School, again, cash prize of $100. Second place goes to Shaja McLaren, Fourth Farm, Eden Seventh-day Adventist High School, cash prize $200. And first place with a cash prize of $300 goes to Xavier Abrahams, Third Farm, or 11th grade as he called it, from the Belize Christian Academy. In the Persuasive Speech category, third place goes to Rohini Talreja, First Farm, Mount Carmel High School, cash prize $100. Second place, Abigail Cabral, Fort Farm, San Ignacio High School, cash prize $200. And first place, cash prize of $300, Vinette Lorraine, second farm, Mopan Technical High School. All the first place winners will also receive a trophy stating first place for their high schools. They have won it for their high school. And all the prizes, like mentioned before at the beginning of the contest, will be delivered by the Rotarians themselves, along with the trophies, a week after the airing of the contest. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. Before I start, I would like to thank the Rotary Club of San Ignacio and Belmopan for continuing to support our elocution contest, Voice of the West, to Pia Durham for producing this event this year with assistance of Monisha Hyde and their committee of Rotarians. My name is Anna Resinos, past president of the Rotary Club of Belmopan. I have been a Rotarian since 2004 between Belmopan and San Ignacio. Like every beginning has an end, the Rotary Club of San Ignacio and Belmopan wish to thank the following who have made this 23rd Voice of the West elocution contest possible once more. Big thank you to our event sponsor, Universal Hardware and TNC Channel 10, as well as our venue sponsor, The Drift Inn, Pathlight International, and Howdy's Place. All the principals, teachers, and our judges, Ms. Ruth Gutierrez, Ileana Moreno, and Constance Hyde. Parents, friends, and our amazing students. Without you all, our 23rd Voice of the West will not be possible and have not existed for 23 years. Thank you all. Gracias. Let us give us all a round of applause.
Is it the truth?